Follow the fortune formula. Learn from the best. Be inspired to create your own path to success.
I've been around for quite a while, and people always ask me, Warren, what's the secret? How did you build your fortune? What should I do to be successful? Well, I'll tell you this, it didn't happen overnight. People love the idea of quick success, but the truth is, lasting success takes time, patience, and a whole lot of discipline. When I was young, I wasn't much different from any other kid. But I had one advantage: I loved to learn. I remember going door to door as a teenager, selling Coca-Cola and magazines just to make a few bucks. That wasn't glamorous work, but I learned early on the value of persistence and the power of small steps. Success is like rolling a snowball down a hill. At first it's small and slow, but if you keep at it, it grows, and before you know it, it's something you can't even imagine. I often tell people the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Not stocks, not real estate, yourself. No one can take away the knowledge and skills you develop. When I was in my early 20s, I was terrified of public speaking. Believe it or not, I was shy. I knew that if I wanted to succeed in business, I had to overcome that. So I signed up for a Dale Carnegie course. At the time, it felt like a small decision, but it was one of the best investments I've ever made. That one choice, to improve my ability to communicate, has paid dividends throughout my entire life. It's like I always say, the best investment you can make is in yourself. And that's true whether you're learning a new skill, reading a book, or developing your emotional intelligence. The more you invest in yourself, the more the world will invest in you. Now let me tell you something about patience. People today are always in a rush. They want success yesterday. But the market and life don't work like that. Back in 1965, when we bought control of Berkshire Hathaway, it wasn't an overnight success. For years, the company struggled, but we stuck with it. I believed in the long-term vision, and we focused on buying quality businesses at a fair price. And over time, we built something incredible. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. I've seen so many people try to time the market, jump in and out, chasing the latest trends. But what you really want to do is find great businesses and hold on to them. As I like to say, my favorite holding period is forever. When you own something great, time is on your side. One of the most important lessons I've learned in my career is that you don't need to be a genius to succeed. You just need to be rational. You need to stay calm when others are losing their heads. You need to be able to think clearly in the face of chaos. I've lived through multiple market crashes, wars, recessions, yet the American economy always comes back stronger. It's tempting to react emotionally, especially when the market drops, but the best investors are the ones who can stay level-headed and make rational decisions. I remember during the financial crisis of 2008, people were panicking left and right. The stock market was in free fall, but that's when I knew there were opportunities. When others are fearful, that's when you should be greedy, and when others are greedy, that's when you should be fearful. It's simple advice, but it served me well. Another thing I've always emphasized is understanding what you're investing in. People ask me, Warren, why don't you invest in tech companies? And my answer is always the same. I don't invest in things I don't understand. I've always stuck to businesses that make sense to me: insurance, consumer goods, banking. If you can't explain how a company makes money in a couple of sentences, then you shouldn't invest in it. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. And lastly, I want to talk about something beyond money: giving back. One of the greatest joys in my life has been philanthropy. I've pledged to give away 99% of my fortune because I believe that wealth has a responsibility. I've been incredibly fortunate, and I want to make sure that wealth benefits the world, not just me. I always say, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. That's what giving back is all about. It's about creating something that will last beyond your own life. Success isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about the legacy you leave, the lives you touch, and the positive impact you make on the world. So here's my advice to you. Invest in yourself, be patient, understand what you're doing, and always stay calm. And when you find success, remember to give back. That's the real measure of a life well lived.